Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel, Coffee, Cards, and Clarity. I'm going to do a general reading today for the Virgo sign. So some of this may resonate for you and some of it may not. So don't try to make it fit. If it doesn't fit, just take what resonates for you and leave what does not. If nothing resonates for you, please check some of my other readings later this week or check back next week. And hopefully I can catch your energy then and there may be a message for you. So this is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do we need to know for Virgo? What's going on with Virgo? What are they working on? What are their desires? For Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay. For Virgo, please. What do we need to know? What's going on with Virgo? What are their desires? What's going on with Virgo? Oof, we have the Devil card. Okay. Three cards out, three major arcana. Okay, let's get some more cards for Virgo. Another major arcana, the Star. Okay, for Virgo. Okay. One more card. One more card, please, for Virgo. Oops, two came through. Okay. Okay, so Virgo, what's coming through for you is the energy, it's one of either codependency or sexual lust that's wanting to come through right now. What I do see is that you're probably, Virgo, probably in a relationship right now, but you're wanting something else. In the past, we have an energy of doing the right thing. So I see that you didn't want to leave a relationship that you were in. You decided to stay there with them. And so that's the decision you made in the past, and that's led to your present. You're pretty much just looking internally and seeking inner wisdom and clarity on how you can be who you want to be in the situation that you chose long ago or a while ago. In the future, we see the Star card coming through, which is going to be illuminating a path that you didn't see on your journey. What's an obstacle or a concern that's in your way? And we have the Seven of Pentacles, and that's about your doubts and your fears and worrying that this isn't going to come to fruition. And your influences, I do see that there's been some struggles and things that you've had to overcome. They've not been major, but there have been some things that you've had to overcome. And the hopes or fears, I see you have a yearning. You also yearn for this life that you didn't choose. What you're trying to do is figure out how to balance things, balance the decision you made in the past with that Justice card. You're trying to figure out how to balance that decision, that choice that you made in the past with what you want now. You're trying to learn to balance those, to have them both come to fruition right now. But what we do see in the outcome placement next to that Hierophant of learning to balance this to have them both happen at the same time, we see that one could seem to be just out of your reach. You're thinking that it's a fantasy and you can't have it, or you realize I can have it all. So that's what's coming through. We're going to get some clarification for Virgo. This is pretty spicy, Virgo. So I see that when you made that decision in the past with the Justice card, I see that it was because of the Hierophant card. It was one of that was very traditional and conventional. And I see that what you really yearn for is the fantasy. So the Devil card is more in regards to sexual, lustful energy and rawness than it is codependency. Clarification, please, for Virgo. Clarify the energy on the table for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, please. Clarify this Virgo energy. We have some cards flip up. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the Ten of Swords. We have the Ten of Wands. Any more clarification for Virgo, please? Last shuffle for anything that wants to come through for Virgo. Okay. So we have Queen of Swords, Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Four of Swords, and King of Wands. So what I'm seeing here for the clarification for Virgo, we come in with the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is not necessarily that motherly, and in this situation, because the next card is the Ten of Swords, she's had to be cutting, and she's had to end something. She's had to end a connection or a relationship, possibly the one that was not the traditional, conventional one. She's had to end that. That's caused a rock bottom feeling, devastation. It was a burden. It was a burden on many of the relationships that were surrounding this. I do see for Virgo that desire to have the Ten of Pentacles life with both parties involved in balancing both things in this lifetime. They do want to come together. They do understand that this burden was pretty overwhelming, and that anybody hurt by this situation when this had to end did need rest and recovery. That Queen of Swords energy that was cold and cutting and caused this Ten of Swords energy, they're going to be met with this King of Wands energy, which is very passionate and charming and taking command of the situation. So I do see some possible third party or four party situations going on here. I see that someone chose the traditional conventional route as far as a connection, and they really had to look inward and see that they wanted a different path. But I do they wanted that path that was kind of the fantasy. But I do see at some point it is possible that a Queen of Swords energy came in and ended that. It was too much of a burden. But I do see the desire to have it all is there, and so is the recovery and healing that was caused from Ten of Swords and Ten of Wands energy. And they are going to rebound back into the King of Wands energy, which is taking command, but also passionate and charming. And the Queen of Swords is going to have a hard time turning down the King of Wands energy. So let's get some transformation cards from a Divine Transformation, the Rebirth deck for navigating challenges and life changes from Angelic Revelation 144. See what wants to come through for Virgo's Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Any transformation cards, please, for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or anyone resonating with this reading. For Virgo, please. And all of the cards already on this table. For anyone resonating, please give us one or two more cards. Thank you. So we have confidence. It is time to do solar plexus chakra work and fool's gold. All that glitters is not gold. It's time to stop focusing on the material world and disconnect from materialistic people. So if one of these people that was involved in any of these situations is materialistic, that may be a clue or a message to let you know that that's not the direction you would like to go, or that that's not conducive to building this 10 of Pentacles life of having it all. If you only have the money, you're not having it all. Okay, so if you're staying in a traditional, conventional situation for finances, that's not having it all. That's not having everything. That's just having money. So any other messages to end from Stop and Smell the Roses Oracle from Angelic Revelation 144, affirmations for navigating the sacred healing journey. So any final messages for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus? Final messages, please, for Virgo, for the energy on the table or anyone who resonates with this energy. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. There we go. Okay. And we have 4 messages to end for Virgo. I invite guidance and inspiration to flow to me from Spirit. I open my eyes, mind, and heart to receive in all ways. I welcome new souls into my soul family, and I take them under the shelter of my wings. So that's very nurturing Virgo energy right there. My dedication to commit to my relationship with my divine partner is admirable, and I esteem myself for this loyalty. This has brought stability and continuity to our lives. I allow my heart to be compassionate, sense my higher truth, and remain trusting while I remain patient. So that's what I see right there. In the present, the 9, the Hermit card, that is Major Arcana. That is where Virgo is sitting right now. They are seeking inner guidance and their own intuition, and they want that wisdom, but it's definitely concentrating on some sexual aspect side of a connection. So Virgo, this is your reading for today. I hope there was something in here that resonated for you, and if so, maybe there was a message for you in it. If not, please check back later this week or next week, and maybe I can catch your energy. Take care.